Vigilante Williamson here with another episode of me retro gaming. Maybe you're able to hear in the background because I'm using my TV as the speakers, so I apologize about that. But we will be playing some Donkey Kong Country. Let me get it going. Let me just check something. Before I get it on the screen, I want to check to see where I'm at. If I think where I think I am, I think I am. Okay. So let me actually reset this, go on full screen, and then get going. See if anyone in the chat. Nope, just stream elements. But I haven't streamed in like a week. I'm taking a break, trying to adjust to work and write my review. It's not the first review I ever wrote, but it's taking a long time, which I knew it would. I've not streamed, and I'll probably even stream less. Because I still did a couple other people stream. I don't plan on really doing too much next week. Hope everyone's having a happy 4th of July weekend. I know not everyone's in America. Whatever. Just having a good weekend in general. Don't expect too many people to show up. It's pretty late. Let me see something. That sucks. That was not what I wanted to do. I was just trying to get an easy. Actually, this is actually an easy barrel. Do that. So that was a waste of a life. That was a waste of a life. So I'm going to reset yet again. No one showed up yet, so it's no big deal. But all right. Let's reset the game. Go back into full screen. And share again. All right. Well, let's do this again. It's a great soundtrack, great game. If anyone, hopefully you've played this game. If you haven't, please do. It's a really fun game. This level actually, I'm going to go get Diddy. It was a very difficult level, if you guys remember. But we have gotten a little further in the game, so that's why I've saved here, because this is where Funky's flights will take me to get a save spot. We're moving on, moving and grooving, so to speak. So now we have both. Got it. Damn it. It's made up for, right? Oh, Jesus. I've been dead anyway. Too slow. There we go. Sheesh. Shit. Oh, fucking up. Simple fuck ups. Simple fuck ups will cost you. Make no mistake. At least I got that extra life. Oh shit. That's double fuck up right there. Like I said, simple fuck ups will cost you. You know, is there a secret over here? Nope. I don't know why I thought there was. I had to see. And again, those fuck ups, those misreads, whatever you want to call it, misremembering. Yeah. Okay. I just like moving with Diddy a little bit more. Shit. Ooh, almost fucked that up. I don't know why I went Peter Griffin. And Peter Griffin just hurt his knee. Shit, this ice. It's like they want you to slip off and fall to your death. That's a stupid probably. Didn't work anyway and it caused death anyway. Shit. Sheesh. It just doesn't end. That's death. Now no one's watching. Wow. I guess it's starting back from the bottom. I took a week off. I'm not on the shitter, so I can't notify people. And this is a solo stream, literally. We gotta start back from the bottom. That's cool. I'm hoping this review that I'm working on, one, comes out well. I'm stuck on the script. There's gonna be quite a bit of editing. At least it should be. Hopefully I don't lazy out. No viral. Okay, here's somebody here. Oh, geez. It'll fall to my death. The pressure of the audience. I appreciate you. You are a very noble Iroh. But I'm hoping it does well. There are, you know what? This week there were subjects I should have talked about just like as solo videos. Initially, most of the week it wasn't, but then there were several things I saw toward the end of the week. They covered some stuff on Culture Crime Fighters. I covered that one. Me and Matt covered that crazy teacher who was a black lady talking about black kids can't think critically. I'm like, well, no wonder our education, Jesus, education is so jacked up. And Noble Iroh, he's gaming himself. What are you playing, man? Hopefully, you're doing better than me. Thank you. Shit. Okay, it works. Shit. Driving some tanks. Okay, that's always fun. The precision that you need shooting these things. See, I always shoot early. That's why I'm single now. But I'm just joking. No, it's the weight. That's the reason. And being cheap doesn't help. Oh, jeez. That's death. And that's death. Jesus. That's game over. We're not giving up that easily. I'm going to have to play through a few times. Let's go get Diddy. Fly out of this world. Too far. Alright, let's go. Let's try try this winter level once again. And I don't. And again, if you've been watching me, I've not been save stating. I've just been trying to use the in-game saves. I don't like to save state games that have in-game save options. And hell, Tupac Shakur. You know, apparently both you and Novi were invisibly watching me, at least according to StreamYard. Jeez. Oh, come on. That was bullshit. That's real bullshit. Oh, jeez. That went well. Not. One thing I don't like about this game is there's no reward for killing an enemy. Like, sometimes it's convenience, but like you can just as easily go on the pacifist run. Which I mean, you know, why not? It's just like, give me something, bananas, something. Even if it's not every one, just some of the time. If you, ooh, that was kind of cool. Hadn't done that. Oh shit! Oh, fuck me up. Man, look at the slippery slope. This game is so challenging, especially for me. I'm not. What's going back here? Oh shit! I knew there was something back there. Going back. Going back to Cali. That sucks. Oh. Jeez, this is why I like messing with Diddy. If you play Donkey Kong pounding the floor, most levels, most spots will get you rewards. Yeah, I do know that, and I just haven't been. You're right about that. I used to know where a lot of the spots were. I've forgotten them. Like some of the early ones I remembered, but I forgot a lot of them. And I really need to just play more with Diddy. Sometimes just, I don't know, go with the flow. Oh, jeez. Where's that? I can't shoot these damn barrels, so I don't know how I'm going to win this level. Shit. I'm either too early or too late when I hit the damn thing. That makes sense. Oh, shit. Apologize to anyone watching. This is not the most elegant gameplay you're gonna get. Oh, fuck me. And that was just a stupid death. If anyone's watching, because we're back to 0. Oh, shit. do better on that part. I think it's just the lack of pressure because of the bees. Shit! Golly. I'm probably gonna, I hate to say it, but I'm more than likely gonna go game over again, man. Just not doing well. It's been a little bit since I played the game. I haven't played it since I played it on stream. So I don't know, was that a few weeks? So get this one. And when these motherfuckers show up, it's just like, oh, the pressure. And I keep doing that. Shit. Happy holiday, bro. I just want to drop in because I saw your notification. Looking forward to talking to you soon. Also, I have StreamYard's paid. Also, FOI. All right, cool, man. I have a paid version. I don't have the highest version. I had a version that's was available at Black Friday. But anyways, have a good holiday weekend, man. Hope everyone's having a good holiday weekend. I know a lot of people probably going to be busy with that this weekend. Hope everyone's having fun. Probably go an hour or so doing this, especially if I don't get anywhere, which is with difficulty in this game and my skill or lack thereof, it's highly possible that we go over. Let's hope not, though, because I mean we had a similar. Get it, shit. Had similar issues with the minecart level earlier in the game, where it took a few runs to get it. It's a very difficult game. Oh, that's not gonna help. That's not what you're looking for. Shit. You too. You're the same one, sweet. Cool. About the StreamYard. I get it? Nope. It's fucked up. And I fucked that up too. Sometimes I do smooth at this game, and then there's other times like this. There we go. Let me see. See, I forgot a lot of spots, man. That was stupid. Oh, got one though. I thought there was something over here. I think if I would have pounded, that would DK. Oh, they're both DK because Diddy and Donkey, but Donkey, I think that would have worked as well. I did it again. Oh, that sucked. No, Diddy. Just get hit some runs off. What the fuck type of friend is that? What the fuck? Luckily, no one's watching me. Sheesh. Nope. We're not doing good on this level at all. I fear it's just going to be one of those levels where it just takes 100,000 runs for me to get through. At least we can eliminate stupid deaths. Didn't know that. Huh. That's pretty cool. Didn't know that until right now. That you could hit, if you would attack them like that, you get a banana. See, that's what I mean. Rewards. Oh shit! I guess I shouldn't try that with them. Oh, shut up! I gotta go from the top. Oh Jesus! Why is it so hard? Oh shit! Okay, I'm about to try this one more time. Get these freaking bananas. Wait. I forgot how to pound the ground from the air. I did it the one time, but couldn't do it there. Oh, geez. Ooh, almost. It was almost hairy. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. This is not going well, guys. Or guy. Or gal. There's only one watching now. I'm not sure if anyone's on the D Live. I am only taking my StreamYard. So if you're in the D Live, I apologize. I apologize. I'm gonna have donkey just now. There we go. Oh, ain't that about a bitch? Oh, ain't that about a bitch? Sheesh. These stupid. Okay, when I'm losing this hard and I fucked up, that's one thing. When I lose on some stupid shit, it just really pisses me off. Not like the game. It's not like the game did that, which is my stupidity. And there's more stupidity. That's stupid. Why did I do that? That's the whole point of them having chompers in the front or whatever the hell they are. Oh, is that what they call it? That might even be what they call it, but it's they're fucking. There we go. Fuckers. Damn it. Might hear fireworks in the background. It is, maybe it's been pretty close to the fourth. It's the third, obviously, but just in terms of time, it's like late in the day, late at night, almost midnight. Oh, there's a botch. Can I go back? I don't know if I can go back. I have to find out. I cannot. I cannot. Well, I can't not. I've died. I believe. Yes. Oh, got it. Not death, but falling back to doom and destruction. Life. And then back to life. Back to reality. Jesus. Jesus. Oh, wait. Man, it sucks. Jesus. I don't know how much more of this failure I could take. I may have to end this one early. Just out of frustration. Oh my God, I'm just playing stupid. That is not helping. Combination of the lack of people who got notifications, which I mean, again, I know a lot of people are busy and tired. Either busy or tired or both. It's, like I said, it's the 4th. A lot of people are setting off fireworks, going to cookouts, parties, whatever. Oh, Jesus. And on top of that, I am playing well. Yeah, concentrate on game. I actually am no Byro, believe it or not. But I'm just saying with the combination of I appreciate that. The combination of how poorly I'm playing. I got to give it at least another continue after this. Shit. But I am just struggling. This is what I'm struggling with, these damn barrels. And it's like, I just feel like I can't get it right now. Shit. Shit. I can only get so many of them before I start fucking with them. Can I still get the... Oh. Okay. Shit. It keeps coming back to haunt me how bad I am at that. Like the level, almost slipped off. Level really requires that you get better at shooting these barrels. It like doesn't. There's no way out of that. I do okay there, but there's like a little added pressure. Shit, I fucked it up. Jesus! Look how they add to mechanics. Now that motherfucker moves. Okay. And then you gotta, could you do it with the B movie? Jesus. And it's moving kind of at your pace. Brutal 90s. Oh. Nope. This is what I mean. We're going to give it another continue at least. We're going to go through our set of lives here at least. You know, I'll try to give it 2 more continues. I'll try to give this and at least 1 more. But goodness, does that get brutal. Hey, Mad's Mama Bear. How you doing? Yep, Donkey Kong Country, 1994. Remember playing this back when I was a wee lad. And I remember struggling at this when I was a wee lad as well. I'm struggling here. A little later in the game. So it's a little more forgivable being this shitty. Rudolph made some bonehead mistakes, but I appreciate you showing up. Hope you're having a happy 4th of July weekend. Oh shit, I fucked it up. No, it didn't. Alrighty. Damn it. Slid right into this motherfucker. Got him. Oh, I missed it. What the fuck? Oh, Canada weekend for me. You see 4 names in the chat. YouTube says watching, huh? Yeah, Glenzer, really funky. I know. I feel like Tupac left, so but it's now it shows me 0. So I'm not sure what's going on. So Canada weekend. I know we were Canadian. What part of Canada are you from? Not to be known. It's not my business. Not my business. But I lived in Michigan, so I was right near Ontario. We go to Canada. Jesus. Somewhat. At certain points in my life, somewhat regularly. I remember, and then shit when I was younger, back when Will's End was the shit. No I was still here. Mads, Mama Bear, and Glenn. So that's at least 3 people. But whatever. I appreciate you guys here. Rather YouTube acknowledges your existence or not. I know you're here. You're still real to me. Damn it. Oh, what a bosh. I see 02. Apparently, I don't exist. You exist to me. You guys are still real to me. Happy Canada Day, happy Independence Day, happy if you're just another part of the world where there's no holiday. Happy weekend. Oh shit. Oh no. Toronto, okay. It's Ontario. Shout out to Toronto. Been there. Shout out to Mississauga and what I can never pronounce it. Ediboke or Ediboke. Somebody told me how to pronounce it. I fucked it up. It's right near Toronto area. Let's do this crazy shit. That's how brutal this shit gets. It's like, bro, are you fucking serious? You know what I mean? City with the best Canadian basketball team. Well, if you were talking about the NBA, it's the only one because the Vancouver Grizzlies moved back in the 90s. Was it the 90s or 2000s when they moved? It may have been the 2000s because they're in Memphis now. And apparently, Memphis doesn't have Grizzlies. They have like Black Bears or something. So it doesn't work. Just like LA doesn't have lakes, though. So it's Minnesota. So it just works like that. Etobicoke. Etobicoke. Yeah. Etobicoke. Death. Okay. So we're doing at least one more run. Well, details. You know what? They did win the championship more recently than the Pistons. So what can I say? They won their first championship. And we're probably going to get a new champion this year in basketball. Well, technically, if the Atlanta Hawks were to win, they won once as the St. Louis Hawks, but they've never won a championship in Atlanta. And I don't even know, outside of the Braves, does Atlanta have any championships? They're kind of known for underachieving in football and basketball. So we're going to get a new champion this year, more than likely, or even, Milwaukee, they haven't won since the 70s. So it's not like the same old. And the ratings have jumped up. Montreal has a basketball team too. Did Montreal have a basketball team? Maybe in the ABA. Did they have? I know they had the Expos baseball, and they were. I remember them growing up. Vlad Guerrero cheer for the Suns because Chris Paul deserves a ring. I think he deserves a ring too. I hope he gets one. And people are saying, "Oh, there's injuries." I'm like, as many times as Chris Paul got injured in the playoffs, he might have already had a ring had he not been injured in the playoffs so much. And now other people are suffering, and all of a sudden it's supposed to be like, it's like, man, that's life, man. It sucks. So I'm injured. Shit, you know what I mean? Just as my knee hurts right now. I've been limping around. I've been walking funny for like over a month with my feet and my knees and legs and shit. But I just, man, I hope he wins. I've been rooting for them, and honestly, they look even early in the playoffs. I'm like, man, they're the only team that's running an offense of any kind. Like, all these other teams are just basketball is just really. It's not coached well. It really isn't. Oh, that was a botch. That's what happens when I start focusing on other stuff. It's just not, and it hasn't been for a while. These coaches are just really not good. They rely, as a sport, basketball relies on its players an inordinate amount in multiple different avenues. It's marketing, and even in the play styles and just the coaching. It's just like very few teams are even running an offensive set, and the Suns do. They run offensive plays. And I'm like, well, their offense looks more advanced because everybody now is just playing one-on. Oh, that was bullshit. One-on-one fake street ball. I don't know what the Nets would have done if not injured. I have a feeling they probably would have at least went to the finals and not won it all. But at the same time, it's just like I don't even want to see these super teams anymore. Yeah, I hope Chris Paul gets his ring. He deserves it. And again, he's had so many situations where he could have won the title or at least competed for one. And when he was in Houston, excuse me, sorry about that. When he was in Houston, granted, Iguodala was out too for Golden State, and that needs to be mentioned. But sorry about that. Hold on a second. On my nose as I sneeze. You know what, Glenn? I used to think that what you just said about Phil Jackson, but then I saw Scott Brooks, who had fucking James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Westbrook all when they were young and fucked it up. And thank you for the bless you, Mads, Mama Bear. And I've seen all these other coaches fuck it up with the most talented teams. I'm saying, you know what? Even if some Phil Jackson did that was right. We saw the 72 or 73 and whatever Warriors blow a championship. You know what I'm saying? We see it time and time again in sports. These teams that are really the best team blow it. So it's like there's something that Phil did to be able to cap off as many as he did. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he had superior talent, obviously. But, I mean, the players he had are not the only talented players that have ever played the game. Look at who... Oh, damn, I thought I would fall in there. That's why I get for being too cute. But a lot of people, a lot of player fans now don't understand how good the Seattle Supersonics or the Utah Jazz were, or how good the Pacers and some of those teams, the Knicks, some of those teams that the Bulls had battles with and were superior but they were really good teams. And they could have easily, if not properly, not obviously Jordan and Pippen as a combination, offensively and defensively were a problem for any team in any era. And I mean, it's sad as Pippen is saying all the crazy shit he's saying. I think the situation with his woman has fucked his life up, fucked his mind up. But that's neither here nor there. But I'm just seeing these coaches, they're just so lazy. They just don't. There's not a lot of coaches who are really willing to do stuff that's different, or even that, like I said, just run sets. And yeah, Kobe and Jordan were GOAT status, you know. Tim Duncan was great as far as Popovich, who won a lot of rings outside of them. But man, I'm just thinking about a lot of those teams that they beat. If you look what Sean Kemp and Gary Payton were doing in Seattle, that was pretty impressive. You know what I'm saying? What some of those teams they beat, even the Phoenix Suns team they had with Barkley and Dan Marley and a lot of those guys, like they were really putting up pretty good numbers. You know what I'm saying? They weren't slouches. They weren't just bums. And I mean, hey, you talk about Kobe. He lost a lot of finals too. He lost to us. He lost to Detroit. He lost once to the Celtics. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. You know, people once this happened, you just, oh yeah, he's got 11 rings. It's like he had to win them. I've just seen so much there. Even if you think all Phil did was roll out the ball and just let great players play, I just see so much bad coaching, so much bad matchups. Just, oh Jesus, that was perfectly. I don't like Pippen, great player though. Living in hell, such a deal. Don't buzz. Living in Jordan's shadow did fuck him up, and signing that contract he did like a dummy fucked him up too. Because like I've seen their highlights of the '90s, and it's like there are times where people are saying, "Man, Pippen will be one of the best players in the league on any other team, but he's the second best player on this team." Like people did back then have a high regard because I mean he could guard the best player. He could run point forward. Oh, damn it. Basically run like point forward and still score. He was a really talented, multifaceted player. He could still rebound pretty well. And he added a lot to the game, and I think he would be more appreciated today just because of the spread out offenses. A lot of people actually play, believe it or not, offensively like Scottie Pippen nowadays. Oh, Jesus. A lot of people do. A lot of people are doing that 1-5 or 1-4 or whatever, where you just like one guy has the ball, he sets up the offense, and he could either score or he could either finish at the basket or pass off to a shooter. And that's what LeBron does, what Luka does, what Harden does. They do it different ways. I thought I might duck him. I guess I failed. But they do a lot of that stuff. If you watch if you know basketball, you watch a fucking Scottie Pippen highlight, you'll see a lot of familiar stuff to what people do now. And it's just like, man, he really didn't get and fucking, you know, he played second fiddle to one of the greatest players ever. He had some injury issues. And his wife, if you've kept up with that, fucks a lot of young rappers. So that fucks with him. Busby, Lakers, Blazers, Sonics, Suns, and Jazz. Take away those teams' best player and take away Jordan's. Your Bulls don't go 6-0. I don't think he does either. But a lot of that is because, I mean, like, okay, the Lakers and the Blazers, they probably would still win. They're not beating the Sonics because I don't think they're beating the Sonics. Even the Suns were good. They had Kukoc as a sixth man. But you want to know something, bro? It's hard to get championships. If you take away Pippen from those teams, I don't think they go 6-0 either. Because it's hard to win championships. And all those teams are really good. If you take away Pippen and took away their second best player, which would probably be an advantage or something. Oh, Jesus. I'm really fucking up. We're going to do another continue. I don't know. Because, like, look at the Jazz have Stockton and Malone. A lot of people, I think, foolishly consider the child toucher as the best player. So if you did that and made the mistake of letting Stockton still play, I think it would be a problem. I think it would be a problem for the Bulls, regardless of who they had. The Bulls during Jordan time was low, complete beast. You know what? The whole 90s had beasts, man. The teams that's my point. The teams they beat were not slouches. You look at the Knicks, Patrick Ewing, oh man, John Starks, Sometimes Charles Oakley's there, and then you got that fucked it up for the free man on the extra life. But then you have that older style. Remember the more physical style. So now those certain types of players are kind of like a Charles Oakley who wouldn't really be thought of. I mean, maybe you consider Draymond Green like, but wouldn't be thought of quite as highly today. Was way more effective in that era. So the Pacers had Reggie Miller and what was it? They called them the brothers. They had the same last name, but they weren't brothers. And I can't think of them. Was it the Thomas brothers or whatever? There's just a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent in a lot of places. The Hornets, the fucking Hornets had either certain era Glenn Rice, certain era Alonzo Mourning, Muggsy Bogues, Larry Johnson. You know what I mean? These are teams that they beat on the way. The Orlando Magic, Shaq and Penny. They lost one year, beat them the next. There's a lot of good teams that, you know, and in the West, granted, you know, you still had the Spurs from that era with I thought I jumped. Dave Robinson. Yeah, they had Rodman. They had some really sweet teams. They had really sweet teams. Knicks defense was nasty. It'd have been a test of Bulls that faced the Rockets. Yeah, I tend to think they would split. Like if they faced twice, they would split. I don't know who's gonna guard. I guess Rodman. If they have Rodman, they got a better shot. If they don't, I don't know how they guard Hakeem Olajuwon. Remember, they didn't have Rodman the whole time. They had him the last 3. So the last 3 years, they got a better shot than without him. I don't, and even Rodman, I just don't. Hakeem was so skilled. He was making a fool out of people in that area. He was making bigs look foolish. So I don't know. There's a lot of great players that he played against. And this is just the era he won. Lamaz mentioned Larry Bird. I don't know if she meant Larry Bird or Larry Johnson, but there's a lot of good players that played tonight. Just like there are a lot of good players that play now. There's always great players. Like that's what make the greats. They beat everyone else. It's hard to get a ring. Charles Barkley doesn't have a ring. I mentioned John Stockton and Karl Malone never won a ring. And I think if either Pippen or Jordan was missing from those teams, even as stacked as they were and as well as they fit, I think they would have trouble going 6 for 6. Yeah, Larry Bird was on Boston. Yeah, and that's the A. You know, he never beat Larry Bird in the playoffs. And as much shit he's talking about getting over the Pistons, he only beat us once. And the Pistons played dirty. There's no way around that. They couldn't play that now. But they did a lot of other stuff outside of dirty play. They did a lot of other stuff. They had Bill Laimbeer who could shoot as a center, which wasn't common back then. They ran 3 different guards. And kind of they did a lot of sweet things. They would have, but I mean, they played so grimy. But you were allowed to, man. Watch 80s basketball. Like it's nuts. I was watching a fucking game with the Sixers and the Celtics in the early 80s. Shit. God damn. The fucking, I can't remember who it was. Somebody punches a fucking fan, beats a fucking fan's ass. The commentators talk a little shit like, oh, you shouldn't go at the fan. Apparently, the guy maybe said the N-word or was I can't remember if it was in Boston or Philly. I don't know if he did, but the game just went on. The guy didn't even lead the game. He didn't get kicked out of the game. He beat a fan's ass. Didn't get kicked out the game. Got into a fight. It was not just a fan. It was a whole brawl, and they just kept going. They were like, oh well. I don't think the dude got sued. I don't even think he got sued. That's how crazy it was in the fucking 80s, man. It was wild. It was a lot of fighting. It was more like hockey. It was more like basketball was a lot more like hockey back then, where the fights were just kind of a part of the game and borderline encouraged. And I think that's the one context when people talk about the Pistons and talk about teams like that, they really forget how insane it was. And hell little. He said, oh yeah, DK C1, a masterpiece. Still have a cartridge. Dope, man. I want to get my cartridge. I mean, all I have is a Genesis. Oh, I keep fucking up. I'm gonna play one more continue since we got talking. And I want to get my card game up. And Glenn says there's a trade rumor the Sixers are trying to get Damian Lillard. I've heard rumors, but I've heard a lot of people are trying to get Damian Lillard. And there's a chance he might stay as well. There's a chance he might stay because he was a guy who didn't want to leave. But I don't know. Oh, shit. All sports are getting pussified because there's too much money into it. Yeah. That's what it really boils down to. I mean, with how much money they make. I'm not even talking about the athletes, which obviously making it ungodly. Jesus. Restart. I'm just talking about the athletes who make an ungodly amount of money. I'm talking about the leagues themselves and these teams. It's like if you were paying somebody $30-40 million a year so you can make hundreds of millions of dollars a year, if not billions, you'd want the softest league on earth too. You know what I mean? So you do get it, you know what I mean? But it's just like us, it's not a good play. Just like, you know, and I'm not saying it's cool that we're talking about Chris Paul. What's the guy that fucking Westbrook said he trade yard like he playing defense? Patrick Beverly. He fucking pushed Chris Paul, but I mean that shit used to happen all the time. Guys were crazy assholes in the 80s. Like, they were crazy. They would clothesline people. They would just do all sorts of dirty shit you're not supposed to do now. And I think Serge and Lowry, I think Toronto should probably keep everybody. Where else is Lowry going to go? I hope he knows that. I hope he knows he fits. You guys have something. You guys can always retool. You got a lot of talent with Van Vliet, Siakam, I know who's had injuries, and then Lowry. And so y'all still got a nice core. I don't see any reason. Y'all won a championship. Y'all kind of were closer, not close, but y'all got kind of close in the bubble. I think. I mean, maybe if you guys could get a smart free agent, you'll be right back where you are. But Lillard and B will be like Kobe and Shaq. They got to do something. That Ben Simmons experiment, man. Ben Simmons needs a sports psychiatrist, psychiatrist. And hey, I mean, Andre Agassi needed one, and he got better. There's something going on with his mental. I don't know if it's the Kardashian curse. I'm not sure if he's still with that those high price stocks, whichever one he was fucking with. But he has like something going on. Maybe it was a get out situation. You know, and there was an old white man in his body. I don't know. But he has something. That's a joke because they said Get Out was about the Kardashians. But in any event, there's something going on, and I don't know how to fix it. And I don't think people will say, "Oh, well, Embiid clogs the lane for Ben Simmons," but I'm like, Embiid shoots threes. He's a modern center. You know what I mean? He's out on the fucking perimeter. And that infamous play where Ben Simmons had a dunk and instead passes it off. Fucking Embiid is at the 3-point line. He's not in the lane clogging it. So it's like, that's an excuse for a guy who has a weak mentality. And I'm not trying to knock him like he's just so trash because he's having issues, because he does do a lot of things well. Drake put a curse on Toronto. They went in time. So Drake has cursed a lot of people. It was a shock that they were even able to win a title. Lowry, if they make, I didn't think about Lowry in Philly. I didn't think about that. See, I'm not really following the hot stove as deep as I did in other years. That would be an interesting. That would still kind of be an upgrade. Because I just think Simmons is too weak offensively. He doesn't play well offensively. He doesn't. I've seen his aggression issues for years and years. People say, "Oh, he could be like Giannis." Like, no, he's not aggressive enough. Even with the lack of shooting, you have to still play aggressive. And he's so scared of getting. What it is with him. He's not actually soft. He's scared of shooting free throws. He cannot shoot free throws, and he's so scared of shooting them. He's not aggressive. He's not like soft. He's a good defender. You know what I'm saying? And he still is valuable as a passer. I mentioned Scottie Pippen earlier, right? He's a poor man, Scottie Pippen, Ben Simmons. But his mental, because he can't shoot free throws, that messes everything up. Drake curse, Toronto loses with Drake wears the jersey. But no, the Drake curse is beyond that. He'll take a picture with somebody and they lose. I think Floyd Mayweather is the only person that he didn't lose. But if he fucking take a picture with you, you're losing. So it's not just the Toronto thing, but I do know that as well. He's just a curse. He sacrifices people to Baal. What do you want me to say? Allegedly. I don't know. Could be Molech. Could be one of the other pagan guys. I don't know. Not in the music industry. It's fucked up. Damn it. Yeah, that had been a thing before the championship. The Warriors have been 100% no way the Raptors win. I agree with that. If was a fifth, man, we'd all be drunk. You know, if it's not untrue. But I mean, some of that's on the Warriors, man. They're the ones who were playing. They basically used Kevin Durant up. You know what I'm saying? And now Clay, Clay may never be the same. Damn it. We're gonna do at least one more continue after this. I really do want to beat this level. This is killing me. I appreciate talking to you guys about basketball things. Who is everyone going for? Who's still available? Obviously, the Suns, the Hawks, and the Bucks. I kind of want the Suns to get a ring for Chris Paul, and to get a ring for the mid to small market teams. Phoenix is not a small market. A lot of these teams are not small markets; they're medium markets. Like even San Antonio is a big market as far as like actual population and general area. But I mean, obviously we have LA, Chicago, New York. These are super massive markets, and those are like there's 5 teams in those markets, and then California in general. Oh, sheesh, the Bay Area in general. So I get it, but these teams are not really small market. Milwaukee is the only team available that's really will be considered. Atlanta's a small market. Are you kidding me? Like Atlanta's not a small market at any stretch of anyone's imagination. But I do want to see one of these. It's cool that we don't have a new. Ooh, that was a fuck up. That was another fuck up. Nice talk basketball without saying I only like it for the chocolate. Whoa, that's more than I was expecting. That as Mama Bear. Keep it in your pants. There's a great story about the club being cursed in European football. Hungarian culture of a club. Benfica cursed the club after he was fired after winning the European Championship in 1962. Club has that similar thing happened to the Lions. We had a quarterback named Bobby Lane, and we won a championship in I think 57 or 58 was the last time we won a championship, and we haven't won a championship since. I can't remember the conditions of why he cursed us, but he did. And he was a alcoholic, so maybe that was it. Maybe he was drunk and he said, "Hey, stop drinking." He said, "A curse on your house," and it stuck. And we'll never win a championship. Oh, haven't won the final 6. I think 6 or 7 of them to this day. Clubs go to his grave, ask him to stop the curse. Oh man, that's messed up. Oh, we're dealing with spirits and shit. That's messed up. Well, that's how it goes. I mean, listen, how long did it take the Cubs to finally win a title? God damn, I'm so sick of these stupid jumps. To win a title after their Billy Goat curse, or the Red Sox. It took almost 100 years, or over 100 years for the Cubs. The guys I stream would tease me about that. I am an actual fan. I see. Well, whatever floats your boat will find you lost remote. And Glenser says Suns over Bucks in 6 games. I can see that. I feel like the Suns are going to win regardless. I could be wrong. Like I said, they were the only team even earlier in the playoffs I saw running a system. Even with the Nets, even when the Nets were there, are still going. I mean, granted they had a lot of injuries. Obviously, even though that happens all the time. Okay. I still wonder if the Nets could have actually won. It's easy to say, oh yeah, definitely they were the most talented team, but it's just something. When they play basketball, it just looks so clunky. That's what I mean. These coaches, and that's Steve Nash, one of the great players of all time. But I just don't think coaches are doing anything. Like, yeah, I know you think Phil Jackson didn't do anything, but they're doing even less than he did. I just don't see like schemes. And even with the Suns, I think a lot of that's just Chris Paul. They're just all running. Like I mentioned that 1-4. One guy, and then everyone spreads out. They're trying to get more spacing. They need more space. But this isn't. They're just a bunch of guys taking turns shooting jumpers. And hey, Kaylee D. Hope I didn't offend why I am offended. No, I'm joking. Let me see. Like the Warriors, the Nets have been 100%. They've been chaps. I'm a little less sure. Because fucking Harden has had some weird things. Harden and fucking Kyrie have done weird shit in the playoffs. They've done, at least in the case of Kyrie especially, has done great shit as well. The potential for something weird to happen still exists with them. Jesus Christ. The guy who coached LeBron, Wade, Bosh, Ryan, what did he do? Man, he kept them from going, oh, listen, I'm going to give you a hot take. And this is not because I'm listen, like I just said, Jordan could have easily not won those titles that he won. LeBron, if not for one of the biggest collapses ever and a complete dumpster fire and one of the luckiest shots ever, could easily and a fucking pandemic, could easily only have one ring. LeBron is as much as a curse as he is a gift. And getting other, like I just talked about systems. What he did is put LeBron at a different position to allow other people to play with him more seamless. He played a lot of LeBron James at the 4 and Shane Battier at the 3. And that was something, and that was not easy to get LeBron to do it because LeBron is smarter than everyone in his own mind. So as a result, he got them to run smoother because LeBron is so ball intensive. He holds the ball so much. It fucks up other players. The same thing with James Harden. Same thing with really all the Nets players except KD. It's not every player can play synergistic with other players. And the gift of having LeBron be this great passer is a curse when other players are just standing around. Look at how far Chris Bosh fell when he played with LeBron as opposed when he was in Toronto. And Mad's Mama Bear was fapping to him, totally joking. But no, seriously, when Chris Bosh was in Toronto, he was putting up like 22, between 22 and 25 and like 11 or 12 rebounds and a couple blocks. You know what I mean? He was putting up pretty sweet numbers, and he fell off so dramatically to where he was just a guy scoring like between 14 and 17 and like getting 18 points. Now, he did have some health issues, obviously, but there was a huge drop off with him as a player. And all the, like, very outside of Kyrie, most talented players that play around him fall off. I mean, I guess AD to an extent didn't. But he if you're a ball handler, he really makes it harder for you to play with him. And even Kyrie couldn't really play his true position, which maybe he shouldn't. Maybe he is just a 2 guard. But I mean, he's as much as a gift as a curse. So I think Spoelstra probably doesn't get enough credit for just getting other people to play with LeBron seamlessly without screwing up Bron, because he's a high usage guy, and it's hard to get people to play with a high usage guy because they have to be in rhythm too. So that's what he did. That's what I would say. And I mean, they were a really good defensive team. A lot of that was just how athletic Wade and Bron were. Similar to Pippen and Jordan, they were really sweet defensively. I remember what they did to Derrick Rose. Damn it. Kevin Love had a great drop off as well. People say LeBron was the real coach, and that was as much as a curse as a gift too. Because when LeBron doesn't like you for some reason, all of a sudden your numbers dip. Even a guy like Rodney Hood, who's not special, but he's solid. He played way better like the next year for the Blazers. You remember that year, Bron, he dragged his team to the finals. He hurt his hand, so to speak, with that stupid little cloth thing or whatever. And then all these players who had played on that team, George Hill, whoever, they all played better the next year without him on different teams. Everyone was, where was this? Well, LeBron made it harder for them too. You know what I mean? He's such a, like I said, high usage players are gifts and curses. It's hard to get everyone in sync with a high usage player. That's why what the Warriors even did. That's why, as much as we talk shit, Steve Kerr did something similar to get everyone to play together, to get to where everyone can still get a good amount of their shots without stepping on each other's toes. So that's what I would say Spoelstra did. That's what I would say Spoelstra did. It wasn't easy. And hey, he got I keep losing. He got another team that last year, granted, was the bubble, but he got another team that wasn't probably talented enough to make it to the finals. I think he's a solid coach. He's one of the better ones. Not that he's perfect. Kawhi Leonard didn't play as well with LeBron. Did Kawhi Leonard play with LeBron? I think in the All-Star game he did. I don't think he's played with him. I'm sure it's just LeBron is very hard to. Maybe you talk about Kyrie. He played shit. He's hard to play with. He's good. People think, oh, he just makes teammates better. That's not really the numbers don't bear that out. The number bear out that he makes your team better. Like your team will win more games and has a better chance of winning the title. But the individual players will suffer from their production, and it's a challenge to get everyone to play seamless. There's a reason he has that kind of like cast of characters that follow him along. There's a reason he still would consider J.R. Smith after that catastrophe in the finals. He's like certain guys whose personalities mesh with him and just accept him as him. And again, he's not the only great player that's hard to play with. You saw the fucking Last Dance. I don't know if everyone, as much as everyone loved Jordan, I don't know if he would sign up for that. No, he didn't end up going to the Lakers. He went to the Clippers. Jordan passed to who had the better shot. LeBron passed to avoid taking the shot. That's why MJ's the GOAT, not LeBron. Porzingis is playing with Luka. And that could be that I think may be a Porzingis problem. But Luka's going to be another one with similar issues. It's very similar. Harden has similar issues. We've seen Westbrook with similar issues. Those high usage guys, it's a gift and a curse. No worries, Naz. The Clippers did pretty good this year, even though Kawhi was hurt again. I don't know. Take of that what you will. It's probably my last run, even though I enjoy talking to you guys, but I'm just so tired of losing at this damn level. And I appreciate talking basketball. Listen, that sucks. Not having LeBron in this playoffs has been refreshing. I'm not going to lie. And generally only watch Toronto. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, Luka's going to have issues, the same issues I'm talking about. A lot of these players like that are going to have these same issues. And then everybody wants to be a super team. It's like, y'all don't even know how to play together. That's why I'm not sure. We'll see what happens when the Nets come back. I've never been 100% convinced. And to be honest, they were never all healthy at once throughout the regular season anyway. Now I think with this off season, they'll finally get, we'll see what happens. But they were never like completely healthy together. So it's just like, to me, it was this big mystery of whether they were winning. Like, yeah, they're all great, but they, between Harden and Kyrie need the ball. You know what I mean? They have to have the ball in their hands. They don't do as much off ball, where KD can do well with the ball, without the ball. Not a fan of super teams. Your time management was not a thing 15 years ago, and now it is. And the game just ain't the same for gangsters. You know what I mean? Basketball, all these sports, they're not the same. They're just not. And again, can you blame them with how much money is at stake? Now, I think that money's going to probably fall off. Well, it depends. It depends on how profitable they are to networks. I'm still sort of shocked the money hasn't dropped yet. And, NFL just signed a crazy deal, and I'm shocked because ratings have dropped. Ratings have dropped across the board. Oh, shit. And so you just wonder, how long can these networks continue to pay what they've been paying? Because even with the NFL, a part of that's just, damn, I hate when those cheap losses. Back's starting to hurt. But part of that's just the fact that the NFL's fall off has been less than everything else. Oh, Jesus. Aren't they making bank outside the U.S.? With China, of course. And they're still pretty big internationally, the NBA. NFL not as big internationally. I mean, there's some support in, Jesus, I hate these cheap losses. There is some support for the NFL in England and parts of Europe and Australia, but like it's not as big as the NBA or even baseball. When you think about Latin America and Japan, they're much bigger internationally. And as far as just a fan of the fanfare. Shit. Yeah, when a superstar isn't injured and doesn't play, fans should get a discounted ticket. I would argue you're right. And they're not going to do that. They should. This low management, that's another thing that's kind of hurt the game. Oh, Jesus. I should have got that. I miss watching actual games with fans there. You don't see the coaches either. I don't think Toronto has fans, unfortunately. Oh, shit. A lot of teams have. A lot of teams did end up getting fans back by the end of the year. Like the Suns have fans. I think all the teams in the playoffs still have fans. I'm not sure, but I don't think Toronto does. Hopefully, you guys will be back next season. Hopefully, I think that's because of your government, unfortunately. That sucks. Because didn't Toronto not even play in Toronto most of the season or any of the season? That sucks. Yeah, nobody watches the NFL outside of the U.S. The NBA does not. No, the NBA, I would say, is our biggest export sports-wise by a lot. There's a lot of support all over the world for the NBA. That's why they can afford to lose a lot of stuff here. Oh, man. Watching Nick Nurse lose his issue, Jamal McGlure stand up, block Tim Rose with half the fun. Yeah, hopefully they return you guys first back to Toronto. And a lot of it's going to depend on your government, because if it's a hassle going in and out of the country and shit. Goodness, I can't play and talk. But I'm gonna talk a little bit more since I started the sports shit. But I am gonna end it because my back is hurting and I'm gone an hour and I'm not beating this level. But yeah, watching games live. I was able to watch a game live. Actually, it was a Pistons. As a lot of people know, I'm not in Detroit anymore. I'm in North Carolina. Actually, my PO box is Charlotte. So there you go. So I went to a Charlotte Charlotte Hornets, Detroit Pistons game earlier in the season, and the Pistons got the number 1 pick. I'm hoping they pick Cade Cunningham. Don't overthink it. I know we just drafted a a point guard, and I think that we can keep both and they can play together. And I mean, the point guard we drafted last year needs to get better, obviously. But I hope the Pistons just make the smart decision. Glenzer says, actually, I can highlight comments and stop playing. Canada lost one NBA team, one MLB team in the past decades. Yeah, I really like the Expos too. They were cool. And a Noble Iro smiling. I appreciate you being here, man. Really appreciate you being here. I know we're talking a little sports ball. Not sure if that's your thing, man. 2 NBA teams. Did you lose 2? Well, technically, yeah, because Toronto ain't there right now. Yeah, you did, because Toronto's not there right now. They'll be back. But yeah, the Vancouver, the Montreal the Timberwolves. I don't know what timeline I'm in. I know Minnesota did. Let's see. No, Montreal didn't have Timberwolves. It was just Minnesota. It's like it was just Minnesota. All right, I will get out of here. I appreciate everybody here. So from Mads Mama Bear, Cincha Dildo, Noble Iro, Glenzer, who else showed up? Kaylee D. Hail Kaylee D. Tupac Shakur, who was here for a little bit. This is Vigilante Williamson. I will probably, I don't know when I'll do a next stream. But I am trying to work on this video. Hopefully I can get it out. Hopefully you guys like it. It'll be a long form review. And I hope it's appreciated. And I hope it can do well, because I am trying to revamp the channel and try to find my direction. Because I'm getting a little stagnated. Not just with growth. My growth is actually doing well, but creatively it just feels like woke people bad. Like, okay, I don't care. I don't care anymore. I got to make something better. So, all right. See you next time, Noble Iro. Salute, Central Dilvo, and Mads knows people from Montreal. All right. Peace.